Mouth Fresh Superboats. Mouth Fresh, of course, the best toothpaste in the world. Dave Simmons, John O'Veary, his great mate. These guys been around many a moons in the Pro Charge small block. Little Stinger. LS engine. Dave and Pip double driving. Of course, Pip's boat having some issues. They couldn't get a crankshaft in time. There's been a real family squabble. Who's been doing the quicker times? Pip's been outdoing Dave, actually, which has been a little bit frustrating. Today could be Dave's day. Jono, never short of a word. Down the top of the track. The split's a good tidy one with the 22, so happy with what I'm seeing. Nice job of the cutting. Hugs the island. Oh, well off the power now. Like he's lost a bit of power there. Not too sure what happened. Pulled right out of the juice, but it brings around now. Nice tidy run. He lights the wicket now. Pro Charger comes up across the line. 48.611. So he's laid one down. He's put it on the board. Thumbs up from Jono. So they're pretty happy. They had that nav earlier on. Next cab off the rank is Stinger Boats. Kevin Roberts and his daughter Claire Roberts, the Foxton Flyer we call them. Of course, Kevin's done the decent thing. He's lent his boat to Rob Coley today. That's the big gossip. Rob Coley blew a head gasket at warm-up today in the Nissan, and he is now double driving the Stinger Boats Nissan twin turbo with Kevy Roberts. So Kevin, of course, struggles a little bit with rotation. Great start here from him. Once he gets on board early on the day, he's away, but it tends to be what we've seen. If he doesn't get one down in the first 2 or 3 runs, he really struggles all day. Loving what I'm seeing so far. Nicely, clear, working very good on the side of him there. And he goes under the split. He's on the split. We get one across the 24.99, down a good 2.5 seconds, but here's the little corner he'll be a ginger on. This is the one that'll bite you. Through the cutting. Oh, but clipped it there, but he's got away with it. When I talk about bite you, Baldy, that's a nasty little cut through there. Loops the island. Here comes his confidence, but that's it. 2 corners to go. Kevin's going to go back smiles. He knows he's got Rob Coley going to bolt himself in the seat very shortly, and he won't want to be left too far away. Good on you, Kev, with a 53.729. Kevin Roberts. Little thumbs up from Claire there. I know that's really means a lot to them. That confidence is huge when you get a couple on the board. It's all about getting it in your mind, knowing you can work on the track, looking for the water, looking to pull a second out where you can. Greg Morgan, boat 44, supercharged. Great little weapon, well presented. Haven't seen Greg all year, and of course Auckland local, done a lot of work at this track. Sheldon Fitzgibbon, the navigator, hooking her up early. Lovely sounding boat. These supercharged boats, you can see the blower sitting up on top of the engine, just humming away there. Older Macraft this, but I tell you what, it's getting around here nice. So obviously Greg spent a few weekends out here practicing. Nothing wrong with that. Great to see him back in the sport. Here's the cutting. He's out of the gas early, well off. He's saying, you're not going to bite me here. Here he comes, lights are up again. Nicely done. All he's got to do is now is bring around. I'm not sure he's got a transponder on here because I've got nothing coming up. It's like, whoa, a little bit carried away towards the finish, but I can see a transponder, but nothing coming up for me at this stage. So Ruben needs to come back to me with that one. Perhaps he needs to put it on charge or something like it. So Greg, he's looking a bit frustrated looking up here. He's going, where's my time, where's my time? We'll come back to you. He has got one, so Ruben will extract it from the machine. So I know Greg earlier on had completely forgotten his transponder. Now this time round it isn't coming up, so he'll be a little bit frustrated, but he's got the rotation right. Bait and Grey. Darren Todd, twin turbo 434 cubic inch. Tang Tools, Vickers, Aircraft, This boat is a beauty. Stinger. Baden going to the World Series over in Australia, end of October, November, and he is just getting more and more confident with this boat all day. This little battle we're going to see later on between Rob Coley and Baden Gray, both driving Stingers, both driving twin turbos. This was going to be a ripper. Melt in your mouth stuff. Haven't had any word yet. I'm looking nicely through the cutting. Pulled out of the gas, no problem with the rotation. Easily out of this. Again, making it look simple. Baden not as aggressive this drive as I believe as his first one, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Comes around to the finish. Lovely stuff. He'll be happy with that. We'll come back to you. Ruben the Genius is just on his way back, Genius Child, to come out and have a look at our timing system. The computer at the moment is logging them but not giving us a finish time, so he's just gone for a wee relieving break, and we will be back with that as we carry on with the superboats. I'm looking down at the ramp, no sign of the NZ machine yet. What I'm looking for is Peter Coey's boat did not finish that last round. We have the Rumble in the jungle. This is the big supercharged, mighty Wanganui boat. Richard Murray, Joe Rathbone, and the meaner machiner. And there's not much meaner than this machiner. Listen to it go. He had some fueling problems earlier. Lovely around the top of the course. He's not hitting the full juice button yet. This is it. This is where we get to the busy end of the track. The split. Now he's on it. You can hear it hook up nicely out of there. Split 22.11. This is a great time from Rich. This is where he got the flutter. Oh, beautifully through there. This is where a couple of the guys were a bit ginger. The cutting, he's got it. You can see he's got no issues at all with the rotation. Oh, and there goes that splitter we got again. He's managed to hook it up. He's got it going again. It seems to be when he fires it on a left-hand or right-hand turn, so I'm not too sure what's going on, whether he's got a fuel tank issue there. Something is stopping it. It's just taking it away. So he'll be really, really annoyed about that, because that was looking like a cracker time. The meaner machiner finishes when those big superchargers start playing hiccup on you. Of course, you've got no brakes, you've got no steering, you've got nothing. So not much fun when you've gone out there twice and that boat's snuffed out or had a hiccup. So they will be very frustrated. You've got 1,500 horsepower. You're wanting to turn on all the gas, but when you know, or you're thinking, is it going to do it? Is it not going to do it? Then there could be a major issue. So I don't mind Richard, and I don't blame him if he's a little bit frustrated there trying to work it out. Whipple Supercharger, Nick Berryman, the Squeeze, the Riverjet, Tanya Ironmaker. These guys have been the go-to boat all season. They've stuck at it, kept at it, been in the top three the whole time. Nick Mr. Silky Smooth, as you can see, just going about it his work. Works on the rotation, then he starts looking for smooth water. Doesn't put all his cards out early, but he's Mr. Reliable at the end of the day. The boat built by Coleman Marine down there in Martin. Beautiful job by Ian Coleman. Tim Coleman, these guys spend hours. Tim, of course, comes to every sprint. He'll be frantically working on the pits. They'll just dole on a bit more gas as the day goes, but he's just doing it nice and easy. As he comes across the line now with a good time. 47.338. Absolutely easy as you go, and he just made that so simple. Straight to the top of the board. Didn't over try it, didn't oversteer it. Just easy as you go. Lovely job. 47 to beat. Aaron Hansen, Julian Shanks, and of course Aaron, big news of the day. They're in the big block. They have just bought this boat off Rob Coley. This is the boat they want to take to the World Series. Just got the engine in and the jet unit in over the weekend, and he is here. It's only done one run, looked really good, had a rotation earlier. You can hear the big block, the mouth fresh rumble. He's done a deal with Rob to keep that sticker on all the way through. The part of the deal, mouth fresh will be there, and it might be quite handy today, because as you heard earlier, the Nissan Twin Turbo is blowing a head gasket. Rob, fortunately, has been offered a ride by Kevin Roberts' Stinger, which he's taken. The rule book states you must take that ride before you do any quals, and you must stay on that boat. So he has got it. His chances are still alive. His championship, he's at currently second in position for the New Zealand Championship. So today is the day. Aaron through the cutting, off the gas, but no problems. Easy as you like it. Now the confidence comes. That's the big box play we're used to seeing. Now he's getting into his work nicely at the second end of the track, second part of the track. Aaron looking very, very tidy as he brings her across the line. 48.691. Not a problem at all there from Aaron. It's just their second ever run in the boat. And as you heard me, he was just working on the cutting, just working on a couple of corners. And of course, he's just trying to go familiarise himself, jumping into a Sprint Tech, and of course, been in a Stinger, made Stingers. He's built them for years. So this is all new thing for him to jump into. Rob having to do exactly the same thing by using Stinger boat Stinger. So there's a bit of confusion going on. And of course, still no sign of Peter Cowie at the ramp at this stage. Still no sign of Peter Cowie at the ramp. But Scotty Donald, Masterton, Nicole Reesby, boat name Wicked and Wild. It's a Sprint Tech 8.5, 500 cubic inch. Beautiful little boat. Ex-Hummer time. Bought me and Kelly Manell many trophies this boat, and it's great to see it out there pedaling hard. Little 500 cuber. Great on the tight tracks. Hard work today in the big Auckland as you unravel the long straights and wind up. These big blocks and twin turbos will get away, but these sorts of boats, they're an everyday machine. They just keep coming. Down the bottom end of the track, Scotty doing tidy, no problems with the rotation. Through he comes. 48.788. Well done, Scotty. So there you have it, Mr. Smooth, Mr. Casual. So we've got a 47, we've got several 48s, Greg Morgan, Aaron Hansen, and then we've just had Scotty Donald. I'll be back with you in 2 secs. Okay, but a word there from the pits that Peter Cowie will probably miss this qualifying round. Push rod's jumped out, so they are working on that. Hopefully he will be back. So the mechanic's shot back into town to try and get the bits. Fortunately, his mechanic is here from Auckland. So there we have it. Here we go, the all-female team, Pip and Poppy. There's a lot of boat swapping going on here today. Dave Simmons, obviously Pip's partner. They'll swap boats. They're sharing the boat at the moment. Pip looking very confident, and I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. Of course, she's not fitting the pedals or the seat or anything at this stage properly, but I'll tell you what, she's doing a lovely job of getting us around the park. It looks smooth. Out of the gas at the cutting, no problems at all at this stage. Easy as you do. All she's got to do now is 3 turns to go, bring it home nice and easy. And it's going to be quite a respectable time. I don't see it too much of a problem. This is the Dave threw down a 58 and Mumsy Bear jumps in there. Sorry, Dave threw down a 48, not a 58, and Mumsy Bear, Pip Thompson, has just come across the line with a 53.101. They're having a bit of a yarn in the air. There's a couple of smiles, so like I say, it should be struggling a bit. I don't know, she's got a bit of a timber strapped to the throttle in front of her, and the seat will be further back, it'll be wider. These boats are generally set up for each individual to drive, different elbows, the whole lot. It all affects you. So these sorts of things, this is what happens. Oh, good man. I've just got the Jeep machine from Whelan's Camp here. These are the latest Jeep Cherokees. I'm actually having a look at one of these on the way home tomorrow in Hamilton. They're an absolute weapon. I was online checking them out the other day, and watch out for Jeep. Jeep is the one. Coming back to you with some music in a minute. Okay, we are back live. This is it, Sir Rob the Third. Get used to watching this today. Rob and Ange Coley are now coming out in these Stinger boats, Nissan Twin Turbo. Only the second shot in this boat. He got it lent to him today by Kevin Roberts. Luckily enough, well, not unluckily, but Rob blew a head gasket warming up his boat in the big mouth-fresh Nissan Twin Turbo this morning. But our rule book lets you borrow a boat for the day, and kindly enough, Kevin Roberts from Stinger has lent him his Twin Turbo. So this is Rob's second go on it. He'll be thinking, what's this going to do? How's it going to feel? Completely different boat to what he's used to. Power plant, exactly the same. He loves the Twin Turbo. As he goes about his work, the better he gets up it, the more this boat's going to feel. So he won't be too worried about it at this stage. Looking confident. Split. Comes across a split with a 24, so he's certainly picked up the gas from round one. This is the money corner. He'll be working on this bit. Oh, he's done a loop here. Now he's come back. A little bit of a brain fart as he goes around the old top island, but here he comes back on track. Gill's arms are down. We're on back. Needs to hug the island. So far, so good. Listen to this boat, nice and quick. Rob just going about his work, just easing into it, making it simple, bringing it home now. Even though he went around that island, he's still going to finish in a sub 60, 58.574. He'll be reasonably happy with that, and like I say, jumping is like a fish out of water at the moment. He's feeling a little bit uncomfortable. He'll be trying to work out the seat, the steering. He's only a little fella. He's all of 4 foot tall. No, he's a little bit taller than that, but never mind. Kevin, a lot taller person. He'll have to have sponge under the seat. He'll have bit under the foot. Ange looks like she's laying back in an